What's going on, y'all? Chicago Sports Hub. Sway here.
What's good?
Recap over the weekend, UFC 280 fucking 2, I believe. Yeah, 282. Recap over the weekend. I'm going to give y'all a fight night prediction this weekend. NFL predictions and World Cup prediction. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I ain't really do soccer, but, I got to give all predictions and shit. Let's get straight to it. That happened over the weekend. A lot of good fights. Most of the fights, damn near all of the fights on UFC last weekend all ended in finishes, submissions, knockouts, all that other shit. Except for the co-main and the main event. It was pretty fucking dry. Like, damn. It was a good-ass fucking card until this shit. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty dry, co-main event. Let's talk about that. Paddy Batty versus Jared Gordon. Listen, I know there's a lot of people saying that, Jared Gordon got robbed and shit. But let's be honest, man. When you're controlling a fighter on the gate, clinching and shit, and you're not doing that much damage, you know what I'm saying? Elbows, knees, punches, and you're just controlling him there, stalling the fight, what the fuck you think is going to happen? You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be favored in that fight, especially against a UFC star, fan favorite. The UFC's not going to let that shit happen, bro. When it's a close fight like that, most of the time, they give it to the favorite. You know what I'm saying? The favorite fighter. So, yeah, man. I mean, I agree with Dana White, too. Jared Gordon, if you wanted to win that fight, motherfucker, you supposed to do more damage. You supposed to risk it all the last round. You know it was a fucking close fight. And how these judges have been lately in UFC. So, I think it was fair for Paddy the Batty, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to see what's next for him. Hopefully he fights Tapura. That'll be nice as fuck. Paddy the Batty versus Tapura. But yeah, I see a lot of people say, Jared Gordon got robbed and shit. Not really. I'm going to tell you who got fucking robbed. Let's talk about the main event. John Blachowicz versus Magomed Ankalaev. Come on. Magomed won that fucking fight, bro. Yes, I get it. John, he was doing good first 2-3 rounds, leg kicks, punches. He had Magomed hurt. But Magomed, he adjusted some things. He got, fixed some things on his part. And he was doing what he had to do, you know what I'm saying? 78 significant landed strikes compared to fucking John's 55, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, yeah, 2 out of 10 takedowns for Magomed. But this is the difference. What I was talking about earlier with Paddy Batty and Jared Gordon. Magomed was actually doing damage and actually putting in work while he was on the ground, wrestling, all that other shit. Landing big elbows, landing some punches. He was actually controlling the fight. So, man, I feel like Magomed definitely got robbed, bro. They did him petty as fuck. Like, come on, bro. He clearly won that fight. Even John said it after the fight. Yes, Magomed won the fight. So, I think it was bullshit, man. The fight ended as a draw. Judge has been tweaking lately. And, yeah, the UFC, they booked fucking Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill for a title fight. I personally don't like it. I feel like Jamal Hill's not ready. But let's see. Maybe he might prove my ass wrong. We're going to see, but say that for next episode. But yeah, man, I feel like Magomed definitely got robbed. I'm pretty sure a lot of people could fucking agree to that. And that's fucked up, man, because I really like Magomed. He's pretty good, bro. But yeah, man, that's about it for the recap. I want to talk about this weekend predictions and shit. Jared Cannonier versus Sean Strickland. I'm only going to talk about this one fight. It's not a lot of fights I like this weekend. But yeah, let's get straight to it, man. Jared Cannonier, he's kind of old, 38 years old, 15-6, 3-2 his past 5 fights. Sean Strickland, 25-4, 31 years old. They're both good fighters. You know what I'm saying? They're both pretty good. This is a good matchup. But if you guys don't know, Jared Cannonier used to fight at heavyweight. He moved down to light heavyweight. And now this fight is at middleweight. Sean Strickland, he used to fight at welterweight. Like, the shit below fucking middleweight. So what does that tell you? Jared Cannonier got a lot of fucking power, compared to fucking Sean Strickland. And honestly, man, looking back at Sean Strickland's past fights, I don't like his footwork when he's striking and throwing punches. He just fucking stands there. He doesn't really bounce around, move his feet, do footwork whenever you're throwing strikes. So if that's the case, man, Jared Cannonier, he has to go after those leg kicks. And I feel like Jared Cannonier is better on the ground, wrestling, grappling and shit, compared to Sean Strickland. So I'm going to go with Jared Cannonier to win this one, just because I feel like his ground game is better than Sean Strickland's if it has to go down to it. And I feel like Jared Cannonier has way more power than Sean Strickland. It's a close fight. The odds, you know what I'm saying, they're like minus 110, 111, or whatever the hell that is right now. But yeah, man, I'm going to go with Jared Cannonier to beat Sean Strickland in this one. That's what I got. Jared Cannonier money line. If you want to single bet it, go crazy because there's some good odds right now. But yeah, man, that's what we got. UFC Fight Night this weekend, this Saturday. Let's talk about some NFL games that's going on this Saturday, too. Every year, NFL, they give us games, like 3 games on one Saturday throughout the year and shit. So here we are. We got the Colts versus the Vikings, first game Saturday. The Colts got their ass whooped against the fucking Cowboys last time they played. And they're not really looking good as a team. Even Jonathan Taylor, he's not really playing like how he was last season. He's still doing good, but not like how he was last season. But I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor to score a touchdown against the Vikings defense and Vikings to win. Vikings money line. That's what I got. Jonathan Taylor score a touchdown and Vikings money line for that game. The second game, we got the Ravens versus the Browns. They're at Cleveland. I'm not picking a winner in this one. I would lean towards, the Browns because no Lamar Jackson for the Ravens and all the other shit. But nah, man, I think I'm gonna go with Nick Chubb score a touchdown in this game. He's been quiet the past few weeks, and I feel like he could get one in against the Ravens defense. So that's what I got. Nick Chubb score a touchdown. Ravens versus the Browns. The last game Saturday night. Dolphins are at the Bills. It's gonna be cold as fuck. Probably even snowing in Buffalo. The last time Dolphins played the Buffalo Bills, Dolphins won. So I can see, Bills getting their lid back and probably whooping their ass because the Dolphins are not really used to playing in cold-ass weather in Buffalo. So I'm going to go with the Bills -7. I feel like the Bills could cover this one. It's tough, The weather might fuck up both teams. It might affect both teams and shit. But I think the smart move here is Bills -7. So that's what I got for the Saturday games and shit for NFL. Let's move on to Sunday and shit. Sunday, Falcons versus the Saints. They're at New Orleans Saints. I got Olave to score a touchdown. Rookie wide receiver out of Ohio State. He's doing pretty good. The Falcons secondary isn't solid. It's not even that good at all. So I can see Olave scoring a touchdown in this one. I'm not too confident in anything in this game, but I can see that shit. I can see that shit. The next game, Lions versus the Jets. I feel like it's going to be a close game. The Jets have a really good defense. And the offense is not really rolling, you know what I'm saying, with Breece Hall and all that other shit. So I'm not going to pick a winner in this game. I will go with Jamal Williams score a touchdown. He didn't score one last week, so I can see him scoring one this week, man. He's doing pretty good running the ball and scoring some touchdowns this season. So I got Jamal Williams score a touchdown, Lions versus the Jets. The next game, Chiefs versus the Houston Texans. They're at Houston. Come on. Give me the Chiefs, man. Give me the Chiefs to win. Travis Kelce just scored a touchdown. Man, Travis Kelce, he's been overdue the past few weeks. So I feel like this is the week that he can get one in, get one touchdown in. So Travis Kelce scored a touchdown. Chiefs to win. Chiefs versus the Texans. That's what I got for that game. The next game, oh, Lord. Eagles versus the Bears. I'm going to be honest. The Bears might get their ass whooped, honestly. And I don't see anyone in the secondary, the defense, stopping A.J. Brown. My bad. Jalen Hurts and all that other shit. So I'm going to go with A.J. Brown score a touchdown. Jalen Hurts score a touchdown. And honestly, I feel like it might be a lot of back and forth action going with, Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields. They might be running the ball a lot. And also, if Justin Fields score a touchdown, this week, next week, he breaks a 1958 record, some shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind and shit. I really like that. A.J. Brown scored a touchdown. Jalen Hurts scored a touchdown. Justin Fields scored a touchdown. And Eagles to win. I won't be surprised the Eagles just fucking blow the Bears out of the water, man, for real. Because, like I was saying, I don't see anyone on the defense stopping the Eagles' offense. And the Eagles' defense been fucking motherfuckers up. So, yeah, man, that's why I got Eagles versus the Bears. The next game, Steelers versus the Panthers. They're at Carolina. I don't really like anything on this fucking game. But I will go with Najee Harris score a touchdown. So I don't really talk about that game because fucking Pickett got benched, so they threw in Mitchell Trubisky. The Steelers are they're still trying to figure out what the hell's going on with them. Panthers, come on, Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So yeah, I got Najee Harris score a touchdown in that game. The next game, Cowboys versus the Jaguars. They're at Jacksonville. Tony Pollard, he's been scoring the past few weeks. That's been rolling, running the ball really good. So I'm going to go with Tony Pollard score a touchdown, Cowboys to win. But if you don't want to pick a player prop in this game, because I know it's a lot of weapons in the offense for the Cowboys. You got Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott, CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, Michael Gallup. All these fucking, all these fucking weapons and shit that the Cowboys could throw or run to. If you don't want to mess with any player props, I do like Cowboys minus 2.5. You could alternate it down a little bit. It's like minus 3.5, 4.5, I believe. But 2.5 seems pretty good. I honestly think they could cover that spread. And I won't be surprised if the Cowboys defense just gives the Jaguars a hard time and whoop their ass. So, yeah, man, that's what I got. Tony Pollard scored a touchdown, Cowboys to win. If you don't want to do player props, Cowboys minus 2.5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's what we got for that game. The next game is talk about Cardinals versus the Broncos. They're at Denver. Kyler Murray tore his ACL. He's out for the season. Russell Wilson, I don't know what the hell's going on with him. He might be out this week. He might play, because of the concussion he had last week and shit. So I'm not going to pick a winner in this game. I think James Conner could score a touchdown, though. Red zone touchdown, 5-yard line, 10-yard line, whatever the hell it is. I can see him score a touchdown, man, because James Conner, he's been picking it up lately, running back from the Cardinals. So that's what I'm going to go with. James Conner scored a touchdown, Cardinals versus the Broncos. The next game, Patriots versus the Raiders. The Raiders, man, they're so fucking inconsistent. It's just not even it's not even funny. Like, come on, man. What the hell y'all doing? Patriots, I don't know. They look decent. They look all right. They're still in the hunt, playoff hunt and shit. So they still have a chance. I can see Patriots winning just because, fucking Raiders, they're so consistent. And I feel like when a former, offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, whenever they turn to a head coach and go against Bill Belichick, I feel like they lose. So that's the only reason why I got the Patriots to win. But I also like Devontae Adams score a touchdown. It's going to be tough. The Patriots might double team Devontae Adams, but I feel like he can score this week. Because I feel like Devontae Adams, he should have scored last week against the Chargers. So I like him to score, against the Patriots this week. But I do like Patriots money line in this game. That's what we got, Patriots versus the Raiders. The next game, Titans versus the Chargers. If I had to pick a winner, I think I'm going to go with the Titans. Not too confident just because, the Titans secondary, they're not really good. They might get lit the fuck up against the Chargers. Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, he's looking like his old self again. Mike Williams, he's back healthy. I want to do Mike Williams or Keenan Allen touchdown, just because Titans secondary isn't that good. But I feel more confident in Austin Eckler touchdown and Derrick Henry scored touchdown. That's what I really like for this game. So, yeah, man, Titans versus Chargers, I got Austin Eckler and Derrick Henry both scored touchdown. The next game, Bengals versus the Buccaneers. They're at Tampa Bay. Jeez, damn. The fucking Buccaneers got their ass whooped last week against the 49ers. It was fucking terrible. I thought, the Buccaneers would at least make it a decent game, but hell no, it was boring as hell. The Bengals, they're rolling, man. Last week, Joe Burrow, he's 0-4 against the Browns. He got the win against the Browns last week. That was a good win. The Bengals are really rolling right now, and they're winning games. But I feel like the Buccaneers, they really have to redeem themselves after what happened last week. I feel like they could keep it a close game. They might not win, but they could keep it a close game. So I got Buccaneers Buccaneers plus 3.5. That's what I like. Just because Bengals defense, isn't really all that. You know what I'm saying? Last week they were going against the 49ers defense, which is number 1 in the fucking league, and they shut their ass down. Bengals defense is not really, it's average. It's all right. So I got Buccaneers plus 3.5. If you want to throw more, boost up the odds and shit, I think Mike Evans to score a touchdown. He's overly fucking due for a touchdown. So, yeah, man, I think he could score, and Buccaneers plus 3.5. That's what I got for that game. Sunday night, Giants versus the Commanders. They're at Washington. I hate when they be doing these fucking primetime games. Like, come on, man, make something better. Switch the games around. They should have made the fucking Bengals and Buccaneers a fucking primetime game. Oh, but anyways, man. Giants versus Commanders. They're at Washington. I'm not picking a winner here. I don't really like too much from this game, but I do like Saquon Barkley score a touchdown. Washington, their defensive line is pretty good. I don't know what's the status on Chase Young. He might come back. I'm not too sure. They're trying to, keep it safe with him because that was a serious injury. But, yeah, man, I think Saquon Barkley, he scored, I guess, the Commanders earlier in the season. Did he score earlier in the season? I think he did. I could be wrong. But I do like him to score this Sunday night. Saquon Barkley scored a touchdown against the Commanders. That's what I got for that game. The last game, Monday night, Rams are at Green Bay Packers. I'm not picking a winner, but if I have to pick, I will go with the Packers, man, even though they've been looking awful. It's just like you're asking me, am I more confident in Baker Mayfield or Aaron Rodgers? Come on now, I'm going to pick Aaron Rodgers all day. So I got Packers to win against the Rams, but I really do like Christian Watson to score a touchdown. He's been struggling, beginning the season. He's been really quiet. But the past 3-4 games, oh, yeah, he woke the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fucking Packers needed all season. But, hey, better late than never. So, yeah, man, I got Christian Watson to score a touchdown in this game. I really like that. But I also like Green Bay Packers to beat the Rams Monday night. That's about it for NFL predictions and shit. Before we go, I want to talk about the World Cup. World Cup predictions and shit. World Cup final, France versus Argentina. Man, I asked my homie Joe. I'm like, man, bro, France, question mark, winning the fucking World Cup. And I think he told me Brazil. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to trust his word. I'm not even going to do nothing. And look, fucking France in the World fucking Cup final. So, I know Messi and them boys, Argentina. I seen them play a few games, and they're pretty fucking good, bro. I'm like, damn. I ain't gonna lie. The World Cup pretty decent. But if I have to pick a winner, give me France, bro. I said it before the World Cup started, so I'm gonna finish with that, man. Give me France to win. It's really tough, man. Both these two teams are pretty good. I've seen a few games, France played and Argentina played and shit. They're both pretty good. But I'm going to go with France in this one, man. I don't know. We seen Rolando crying and this dude from Brazil crying after he lost. I won't be surprised if Messi starts crying when he loses and shit. But who knows? We might prove my ass wrong. But that's what I got. France beating Argentina in the World Cup. Sunday morning, 9 a.m., some shit like that. But yeah, man, that's what we got, man. UFC predictions, NFL predictions, World Cup prediction. Tune in next episode. Like, subscribe, share all that other shit.